New from Imprint on 4K, one of their hardbox editions, is The Ninth Gate from 1999. Now, The Ninth Gate is one of those films that I just like. It just speaks to me. Its atmosphere, its mood, its story is just something I find deeply compelling, and it always draws me in. Within this film, we have Johnny Depp playing Dean Caruso, a rare book dealer who specialises in valuable, unusual, and sometimes morally questionable items. He's not a hero, he's not a believer, he's not some innocent guy pulled into the occult against his will. He is cynical, he's greedy, he's arrogant, he's very good at exploiting people's obsession with books. He is a real horrible main character, but there is something kind of compelling about this character.
I'd have bet a brace of Gutenberg Bibles you spent half the night with your eyes peeled. You're one of those lean, hungry, restless types that put the wind up Julius Caesar. Men who stab their friends in the back.
He is hired by Boris Balklin, played by Frank Langella, to authenticate one of the 3 surviving copies of the 9 Gates of the Kingdoms of Shadows, a 17th century book believed to contain engravings capable of summoning the devil. Corso's job is simple: track down the other copies, compare them, find out which one is genuine. But as soon as he starts to investigate, people connected to the book start dying in incredibly suspicious ways, and slowly what begins as a job becomes a journey into something much darker.
Are you a religious man, Mr. Corso? I mean, do you believe in the supernatural?
I believe in my percentage.
For me, the premise is irresistible. A detective story built around rare books. That alone is enough to get me interested. This isn't a film about haunted houses or monsters jumping out of the dark. It's about paper, ink, binding and illustrations. The weird power that objects have when people decide that they mean something. The book in the Ninth Gate isn't scary because it flies across the room or screams or drips blood. It's scary because everybody wants it. Collectors want it, scholars want it, occultists want it, and rich men want to possess it. And Corso, who begins this film thinking of books as expensive objects, slowly realises that this particular object may have power beyond money. And that for me is fascinating. The horror is in the obsession, not just in the supernatural.
Bernie!
Oh, Jesus.
I think Depp is perfect as Corso here because he plays them as a slightly shabby, slightly smug and self-interested person. He's not a glamorous detective. He's not even likeable. He's the man who wears rumpled clothes, smokes constantly, drinks too much and moves through the world with this kind of lazy confidence that he can talk or cheat his way through anything. And that makes him a great lead for this story because Corso isn't chasing the book for noble reasons. He's chasing a payday. That's important. He doesn't enter the story as a believer. He enters the story as a professional cynic. The more strange things happen to him, the more interesting it becomes watching him trying to rationalise them away. He's always looking for the scam, the forgery, the human motive, because that's where his mind leads him. That's what he thinks is happening. But the film keeps nudging him towards the possibility that just maybe something else is going on. The occult atmosphere is something that's just entrenched within this film. It's not a fast film. It's a film that you kind of sink into. There's old libraries, private collections, dusty apartments, hotels, castles, European streets, people talking in half-truths. Everyone seems to know something, but nobody wants to say too much. And it has that lovely occult detective feeling where every room feels like it may contain a clue or a trap.
Very perceptive of you, senor. Tolkien was burnt alive because he wrote this book in collaboration with someone else.
Come on.
The film is also incredibly tactile. You can feel the pages turning in the book, the weight of the book, the kind of smell the dust on top of it, the danger hanging around these old texts is palpable. And for me, it's the kind of horror that I really respond to. One of my favourite ideas in the book is the engravings. Rather than just having one cursed book, the mystery is built around comparing these 3 copies to see which one is the actual one. And the tiny changes within the illustrations really has that breadcrumb feel of a mystery where you're discovering it along with it. And the mystery here is you never feel as if you're ahead of the main character. You're always with them, and you always feel like you're a step behind everybody else in the film. And that, for a detective aspect, for a mystery aspect, really leads into an entertaining prospect here.
Not taking me for a ride?
You were working for him all along.
Funny, I thought you were.
There is a mysterious character that keeps turning up. This girl, a mysterious woman who keeps appearing around Corso. She's one of the strangest part of the films because she never fits comfortably into a simple explanation, and she never fits comfortably into the rest of the movie. She feels different, whereas we have these old books, these rich older people with these rooms that have seen a lot. This feels like a young, fresh character who doesn't belong in this world. There is something strange about her. Is she protecting Corso? Is she guiding him? Is she using him? Is she even human? It makes her a really compelling character as well. Now, the pace in The Ninth Gate is something that I really enjoy, but it's something that I could see people not liking, because this film is not in a hurry. It moves from one location to another, one book to another, a conversation to another. This mystery built around research and comparison rather than action. But that's one of the things that I enjoy most about this film. It feels like we and Corso are following a trail. A slow trail, not an easy one, but a compelling one at that.
You're a student?
Something like that. I like trains.
The trains I'm on?
Just trains.
I think The Ninth Gate stands out because it doesn't give you the obvious version of this story. A lesser film might have gone big, more demons, more rituals, more jump scares, more fire and brimstone, but the film keeps everything slippery, subdued, just under the normal wave of things that just makes it interesting. I really love this film. As I look at it objectively, there's so many things that I think just work tremendously well. Looking at what people may not like about this is they may not like the fact that it takes its time. It may feel a little bit too restrained, but that devil is in the detail. When you look at it, it's not in a rush to be bigger and brasher and throw in all the things you would expect. If you want everything tied up in a neat little bow, you definitely will not get that. If you want a likeable hero, this is not the movie to get that. But for me, those things are all strengths. All things that I think work incredibly well. Now, The Ninth Gate is a kind of cult title. It's got this 4K release and it looks incredible. It really does, when it brings out those opulent browns and greens within these rooms of the rich people, when you feel the pages turning, when you see the engravings, when you get to some of the scarier aspects like the shadowed Italian streets or the dark castle later on. Everything just looks crisp and clean. Nice little grain on there as well. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Amazing. Of course, bunch of extras as well, so let's dive into the disc and have a look at those. Here we are on the disc for The Ninth Gate. We have an audio commentary with Troy Howarth and Nathaniel Thompson. There is also a second commentary with author David Huckvale, and a third commentary with the director Roman Polanski. Then we have The Devil is a Woman, female representation of Satan in cinema, a video essay by film critic Sally Christie. It runs for 20 minutes 18 seconds and looks at the idea of the devil being a woman and how that's been depicted through this movie and through other kind of media as well. Then there is a theatrical trailer, the trailer. Here we are in the second disc for The Ninth Gate. We have Dancing with the Devil, an interview with actress Emmanuelle Seigner, which runs for 12 minutes 12 seconds, talking about how she got this gig, where she was in her life at that time, and making the film. There are some surprising elements there. A page-turning perfectionism interview with actor James Russo, who gives a real fun anecdote about how he almost managed to talk himself out the job from a mistaken identity. Next we have Encyclopedia Satanica, an interview feature with writers Gary Lachlan, author and historian Mitch Horowitz, and occult historian Brandon Hodge. This runs for 40 minutes 21 seconds and is all about various occult writings throughout time. We have occult classics analysis of the film and score with Dr. David Huckville, which is 21 minutes 56 seconds, and like I said, it's all about the score. He's very much into the realm of occult, having written a book himself, and he focuses a little bit on that. We have Lucifer's version, a slideshow of illustrations from the novel El Club Dumas, with commentary by Dr. David Huckville, and it's basically close-up pictures within the book, looking at various elements and talking about how they fit into that devil idea and looking at how they influence the film. Next we have Inside Roman Polanski featurette, which is 7 minutes 9 seconds and it's an archival piece, as are the promotional interviews, which are 10 minutes 26 seconds and 2 minutes 2 seconds making of. And then we have Satanic Drawings Art Gallery, basically a slideshow of the 9 drawings that are included in here and a small description about them as well. Also included in this set is a 60-page hardback booklet featuring writers by Scout Tafoya. There's production notes and publicity photographs as well. That's the extras for The Ninth Gate. Here we have it, The Ninth Gate from Imprint Films, and for me it's the kind of thing that gets me excited as a collector because it's just a fantastic release, a cult favourite. It's beautiful looking, it's an occult mystery, it's got this big hardbox edition with extras that are just great, and I know this is a little bit of a polarising film for people. Let's just look at the film. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you fall somewhere in the middle? As always, let me know in the comment box below. There is also content up here, you can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.